When you plunge into central Hong Kong after dark, you hit a dense grid of neon, noise, and thousands of people packed shoulder to shoulder. You have found Lan Kwai Fong. But 50 years ago, this footprint was practically silent. In the decades following the Second World War, this L-shaped sloped alley was mostly populated by flower stalls, warehouses, and traditional matchmakers setting up local couples. That silence broke in 1978. A well-connected local named Gordon Huthart leased a basement on Dagwallar Street and opened a venue called Disco Disco. He threw parties that blended locals, expats, and the LGBTQ community onto a single dance floor. Global icons like Madonna soon made it their default stop in Asia. Seeing this explosive demand, a businessman named Alan Zavin bought up the surrounding properties throughout the 1980s. He opened California Restaurant, removed the formal dress codes, and began vertically integrating the street's entertainment options. In less than 20 years, a single rogue basement party catalyzed the buyout of an entire neighborhood, creating the massive nightlife ecosystem that dominates central Hong Kong today. Today, participating in that ecosystem requires navigating intense physical and financial friction. You are hiking up a steep cobblestone gradient, staring down a 4 a.m. closing time, and easily paying upwards of $15 for a basic cocktail. You are walking into a district with a severe split personality. This scale weighs two very different nights. On one side, the visceral, high-volume energy of street-level beers, and on the other, the hyper-curated exclusivity tucked away behind unmarked doors. Arriving without a strategic plan for navigating these two extremes guarantees you will overpay for a sweaty, frustrating experience. We can plot these options on a quadrant chart. The street bars pin drops into the high-chaos, low-cost corner. Choosing ground floor shot bars and mega events yields budget-friendly drinks, zero cover charges, and immersion in the district's raw cultural energy. But you pay for that access in pure physical friction. On weekends, the crowds are incredibly dense, meaning holding a conversation or even walking in a straight line becomes nearly impossible. You will also encounter a rigid police presence funneling the crowd. This is a strict operational protocol born from a tragedy in 1993, when a massive New Year's Eve crowd crushed into the narrow streets, resulting in 21 deaths. Choosing the street level is a direct trade. You accept immense physical discomfort and heavy logistics to capture the high-decibel pulse of the city. Now we look at the opposite extreme, the hidden speakeasies pin in the low-chaos, high-cost quadrant. Bypassing the street for an unmarked alleyway door or a 30th floor elevator changes the outcome. You get world-class mixology and sophisticated environments, completely shielded from the noise below. But escaping the crowd requires capital. Drinks here clear $15 to $20 each, and walking in off the street is rarely an option. You need advance reservations. You also make a cultural sacrifice. You are physically standing in Lan Kwai Fong, but your environment is isolated from the organic street-level vibe that made the district famous. This tier exists for those willing to pay a premium to surgically remove the chaos from their night out. Regardless of the tier you choose, the night eventually converges on food. By 2 a.m., the crowds spill out to hunt down local institutions like Sui Wah, Ebenezer's, or Grill Cambo. This provides a highly satisfying Hong Kong staple, aggressive, calorie-dense late-night food that serves as the final cap on the evening. But staying past 2 a.m. triggers a massive logistical hurdle. You are now trying to leave Central during the most difficult transportation window in the entire city. The MTR trains have stopped. You navigate competitive taxi queues or track down an overnight minibus. Indulging in the late-night ecosystem requires you to prepay for your exit strategy, either with immense patience for the cab line or exact cash for the bus. Lan Kwai Fong produces very different results depending on the specific strategy you apply to the neighborhood. This scorecard breaks down the first profile, the explorer. This is a path for someone with a lower budget and a limited appetite for crowd friction. If this is you, arrive early for happy hour between 5 and 9 p.m. You get discounted drinks, you can see the street art clearly, and you leave before 11 p.m. to catch the MTR, avoiding the midnight crush entirely. For the optimizer, the cocktail enthusiast or introvert, the path changes. Skip the street entirely. Map out 2 or 3 hidden speakeasies, Secure your reservations weeks in advance and treat the district as a vertical, indoor experience. Finally, there is the party animal. You are here for the mega events and the high-volume ground floor bars. Embrace the crowd, but secure your cash and your exit strategy before you order your first drink. Lan Kwai Fong never sleeps. Whether the night is a dream or a nightmare depends entirely on which version of the district you planned for.